Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to discuss about the conditional functions and logical functions as we have covered aggregate functions, number functions in the last two videos. So today we will start from the conditional functions. So the conditional function means uh, it performs a calculation on the cells only if they meet a certain conditions. So we have one functions regarding the conditional functions, that is if conditions. The if conditions means it returns a value based on whether a condition is true or false. So we will explore the if functions in the Microsoft Excel in the form of conditional functions. So as usual, we will take the help of the help book wherein we will be explored about the if functions. As I already said, that the if functions returns a value based on whether the condition is true or false. True or false also considered as a Boolean value. So herein you can see in the help book that the if function allows you to make logical comparison between a value and what you expect. So for an example here, like in the column C and the column D, there is a two column active and activity code, which is having the value yes or one. So to get the activity code through the column C, we use the if conditions. So what we will set the condition that if C2 is yes, then gives the result 1, else 2. So herein the value of C2 is yes, then the activity code is giving you the output is 1. So let's take the syntax of the if condition. So it takes the argument as in logical text, then value if true, and the value if false. So we have created this table about the product price and status. We have different products including iPhone, Samsung, Realme, OnePlus, with having the different price range, and accordingly the status has been mentioned, whether it is got delivered or pending or the order got cancelled. So we will see how if function work. First, we will see about the syntax of the if functions. It contains a logical test and the like second value, like what is the value if the condition is true, and what is the value would be if the logic will get false. So we will check with the example. Let's say we want to have the status of these iPhones. Like if the status is delivered, then we will consider like 1, otherwise we will put the value 0. So for that, we have to create one logical test. So I have selected this cell and mention if D6 equals to, in double quotes, delivered, then put the value 1. Otherwise, if if the cell value isn't delivered, then show 0. Okay. So it is showing the 1. Why? Because we have set the condition if this D6 is delivered, then the value should be show 1, otherwise 0. If you double click on it, it will show the value for the whole column. Okay. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So you can see, like for the delivered status, it is showing 1, for pending 0, pending 0, pending 0, pending 0, delivered 1, delivered 1, delivered 1, cancel 0, cancel 0. So accordingly, it shows the value. Okay. So let's copy and paste this formula and paste here for better understanding. Okay. If D16, so here it should be D6 equals to delivered, then it would be 1. Otherwise, if I double click on it, it shows the value for whole column. So I believe you can understand how, in what way we can use the if functions. Okay. So you can see this help book as well to understand the if functions in the better way. However, I have shown you the one example that for showing the status delivered, show by 1, otherwise put 0. So this is all about the conditional functions. Okay. Conditional function. Let's discuss about the logical functions. In logical function, we have and, or, not. So first, we will discuss about the logical functions. Logical functions gives you the output based on the Boolean result. It will always gives a Boolean output wherein it is considered to be, that means logical functions considered to be the predefined formulas that test value based on the conditions and returns a result. So we will have 3 logical functions in the Microsoft Excel, including and, or, not. We will discuss one by one. Starting with the and function, and we will see the syntax as well. First, we will take the help from the help book. So herein, you can see the details about the and function, which helps to determine if all the condition in the test are true. Okay. So the syntax of the AND function is like it takes the argument of logical 1, logical test 1, logical test 2, and carry on. And it will always gives you the result in the as in Boolean. Boolean means either true or the false. So you can see here in the example that if you use the AND function and the argument, the first logical test would be true and the second also would be true, then the result is true. If first logical test is true and the second logical test would false, then the result is false. If all arguments are true, then results would be true. If one argument is false, then the result is false. Okay. So AND functions means that to have the true output, to get the true output, it needs to be like all the logical tests needs to be true. If any one of the logical tests would be false, then the output would be the false. Okay, so we will consider this example that we have created the table wherein we will use the AND functions as well. Okay, so how can we use AND functions? Let me use here AND. So we will see that we will use one logical test. It would be like if this value is greater than 200. Okay, first logical test I have written, and let's keep 150. And second logical test would be this cell greater than equals to delivered. Then what would be the output? If these two conditions would be true, then AND function will give the output true. If any one of the logical tests would be false, then the output would be the false. So we are checking through here. If the price is greater than 150 and the status is delivered, show me the true value. Which are all those products which having the price greater than 150 and the status is delivered? The one which we will get the true, that product is considered to be the price value greater than 150 and the status would be the delivered. So the first product, that is iPhone, is true. When I double click on that dot, it will fill a whole column wherein we can see that we have 5 rows with true value. That means Samsung product, iPhone product, Realme product, OnePlus product is the value which is having the price greater than 150 and the status is delivered. So like this way, we can use the AND functions. Okay. So for to understand, let's understand the OR function. What does it mean, the OR function here? First, we will see the OR function syntax. It is same as it is the add functions. It takes the argument as in logical test. But the difference between the AND function and the OR functions means to get the true output, every condition needs to be true in AND functions. But for OR conditions, if any one of the functions would be, if any one of the logical tests would be true, then the output would be true. And to get the false output, it needs to be like all logical tests needs to be false, then only the output will be output will get false. So let's try this function as well through this example. So what would be the logical test? Like here we will set C6 is greater than 200. Second logical is status is greater equals to pending. So what does it mean here? Means we want to get the output of those product whose price is greater than 200 or the status is pending. Like either of it, it will show the true result for those product whose price is greater than 200 or whose status is pending. So that means it will show the value true for all pending status and also the price which has been greater than 200. Okay, let's check. It is false. When you double click on this dot, it will autofill a whole column. So we can see that this is true. Why this is true? Because Samsung is the phone which is having the price greater than 200, and as we have used or function, so or it is in pending status. If it is in delivered status, still it will give the value true because it checks any one of the logical test. Likewise, here true because Realme iPhone as well, the price of the iPhone would be greater than 200 or deliver or the status is pending. Here as well, Realme, listen, here is a catch. Here the price is 200, but we have set that the price should be greater than 100. Still it is showing true. Why? Because it checks any one of the criteria. If it will set it, if it will show it like gives the true value of any one of the criteria, then it will gives the output true. So here it is the status is pending. That is why it is giving you the true output. Likewise, for the OnePlus as well, the price is 230, which is greater than 200, and the status is pending. For the Samsung, it is showing false because the price is also like we have said that either price should be greater than 200, which is here 200 only, or the status is pending, but here status is delivered. But if you can check for iPhone, here the price is greater than 300, or it doesn't matter whether it is delivered or pending because anyone needs to be true to get the output true. If any one of the criteria get true, then the output will be true. For the Realme, you can see that the price value is less than 200. Also, the status is delivered. None of the criteria has been met with our criteria. So here it gives the false. Likewise, OnePlus, and herein it gives a true. You can see the status is cancelled. Still, it is giving the output as in true because the price is getting into the range, getting into the criteria that is greater than 200. Hope you understood the OR function as well. Let's understand the NOT functions. NOT functions gives the output as in the reverse the value. Whatever the there, like it takes the boolean input and gives the reverse of the input, gives the value reverse of the input. Let's say if the input is true, it gives the output is false. If the input is true, then it gives the output as false. And remember, in the not function, it takes the boolean input and also gives the boolean output, because as it is a logical functions, and logical functions gives the boolean output. So let's uh, check the not function. So I'm checking, I'm selecting this cell G6 to show that here it is showing true, then it will give you the false value. Likewise, if it is false, then it will gives you the true. If it is false, it will give you the true. If it is true, it will gives you the false. So what the meaning of here, and what is the meaning of here? Here means they wanted to know the product which is having the price is greater than 150 and also it is delivered. Herein the meaning is they wanted to know the product which is not greater, the which is the price of the product not equals to greater than not greater than 150 and not delivered. Okay, so in that, like here it is showing true because not greater than 150 and also uh, the status is pending. So this is the meaning of the not functions. Okay, so this is all about the logical functions and the conditional functions. We can use conditional functions and the logical functions together. Like let's try one example. If functions. So let's use any logical test, like if if this value, I'm using the logical and the conditional functions both. So the conditional functions if I have used, and the and function is the logical function. First I'll write the logic, then you will understand that what I'm trying to say. So herein I'm using if this equals to Samsung and price is greater greater than equals to 150, so this AND functions gives the output isn't true or false, correct? So what would be the result if the value is true? So if this logical test is true, then it will give about the phone, else not buy. Okay, we have to put in double quotes. Okay, so you can understand now, like I have used the AND function, that is logical functions, and with this I use conditional functions. If this is true, then it will show the about, otherwise not by. Okay, click. It will show the bout. Likewise, for next, not buy, not buy, not buy, bout, bout. That means uh, if the product is Samsung and the price is greater than 150, then I will buy, otherwise not buy. So wherever the Samsung, it is show the bout because the price is range greater than 150. If we do not have price range is greater than 150, then it will show not buy. Let's remove equals to value. Then you will see the result. Here you can see. However, the product is Samsung, but it is not greater than 50. So it gives you not buy. Okay. And for here, it is showing you about because the product is Samsung and the price is greater than 150. So with this, you can see that we can use the conditional function with logical functions. So remember the syntax of AND functions, OR functions, and the NOT functions, and also the conditional functions. To use the multiple logical test in the conditional functions, we can use the ifs functions, but in the 2016 Microsoft Excel format, we do not have access to ifs functions. So you can search in the Google and you can use that ifs functions. Ifs functions used for the multiple logical test. Okay. Like herein, you every time when the condition is true, then the value what the value is true and the value is false as per the logical test. Again, you will write the logical test and then value if true, value if false. But in ifs condition, it you have to write one time of the logical test and what if true, then true, and the last one would be the else conditions. Okay. So this is all about the conditional function and the logical functions. Hope you understood. Let me know in the comment section if you have any doubt. So we will help you out to clear your doubts in the another next video. Thank you for visiting my channel. Have a good day. Bye.